Okay, so my strawberry plants have survived the winter and they're looking good and strong. Not every single little seedling has actually survived, obviously because they've crowded each other out a little bit, but there's plenty of plants here, so it's time to plant them up. I had this cunning plan that I was going to get some pieces of underground pipe and fix them to this wall and cut holes into them and build some weird and wacky sort of vertical planting system here, but when I actually looked at the cost of buying those pipes, it was actually quite expensive. So I've gone for something a bit more traditional in the end. So I've actually just got some plastic troughs and some hanging basket brackets. These are nice strong metal brackets, plastic coated. They'll be plenty good enough. So I'm just going to fix the brackets on the wall and stand the troughs on top of them. Simple as that. These troughs are 1 metre long, and I could just support them probably at each end, but they might sag a little bit in the middle with the weight. So I could put a third bracket in the middle, but then all I've really got is brackets that are 50 centimetres apart. So probably the right thing to do is to place my brackets just set in maybe 20 centimetres from each end, so that there's not a great deal of unsupported span in the middle there, and the ends pressing down will counteract any sag in the middle. So I'm going to put them about like that. The brackets themselves I've got do come with plugs and screws, which are pretty good and quite long, but I'm actually going to use these, which are hammer-in fixings. They're just a little bit easier to use and they grip the wall just a little bit better. What you do is you drill a hole, put that in. That part, which looks a bit like a screw, has actually got a ratchet type thread, and you just put that through the bracket and then hammer that through, and it forces that to expand and drives it home into the wall. Yeah, not bad. So I was thinking originally I was going to have 3 runs of these, but I think 2 will probably be enough for the number of plants I have, and also will allow a bit of light in there. And if I need to put netting or something over the plants, I just need to put a couple of hooks. Actually, I've got a hook up here. I can just drape it over, and this will stand it off of the troughs. Yeah, that seems about right, I think. That'll do anyway. So now we've got to drill some drainage holes in these troughs, fill them with compost and get the strawberries planted. I've mixed the perlite and compost in the wheelbarrow. Get your head out of the bucket, dog! You've got the 2 troughs made up and filled with a mixture of compost and perlite. And I've got all my little strawberry plants here, which I'm going to pop out, and I think, well, 1 tray per trough is going to be just right. So let's see what we got. I think what I'll do is I'll just pop them out first and lay them along the top of the soil so that we can see what the distribution is going to be like. Then I'll get them evenly spaced. That's about evenly distributed, I would say. So I'm just going to now plant them into the top of the compost. Alright, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. So we do the same with the other tray. Right, that's all of them planted. They look a little bit sad at the moment, but they will perk up when I give them some water and when they get a chance to get their roots down. Okay, the next day my strawberry plants have all perked up again nicely. They looked a little bit sad after I planted them out in these troughs, but I gave them a good water and they've all recovered rather nicely. Let's get these troughs in place then. So there they are, in place, close enough to the rainwater butt to be watered and near the outdoor tap if we run out of rainwater. So these hopefully will flower soon, and then we'll have some Alpine strawberries. I'll post another update when that happens. So I mentioned that I had 3 of these troughs because I miscalculated how many I would be able to fit here on the wall. I could put another one further up there, but it would be it'd be difficult to pick from up there. So I fixed the 3rd trough to the right of the water tap there. Haven't got any more strawberry plants to put in here, so I'm going to plant some salads, I think. Maybe a few radishes and little lettuce or something like that. Perhaps one of those little tomato plants that tumbles over the edge. So we'll grow a little bit of salad in there. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you again soon.